It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Mountaineers offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end?
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have every on the same page. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You've got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sampson. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's talk about App State. They love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now, getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's quick.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Here we go. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
On the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on deep.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Looking to throw at Sampson. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it behind the line. It's quick. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Gonna run it. It's quick. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Ezukama. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, App State.
this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Oregon.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Kent. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. He'll keep it himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gives it the big stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fights off a defender and runs through another one. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for it.
Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Ezukama. Going for it all. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finding open areas. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Ezukama. Quickly to the tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds up to 19.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Virginia Tech, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The throw to the outside is complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Hokies are on the move.
First down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. That's caught. It's Miles. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Cooks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Works the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Ezukama. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Miles. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires on the move. On target over the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's in open space downfield. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we Into the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Brings it to the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Ezukama. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Kent. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. After Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Slithers into space. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, App State. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud on them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They're facing a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the draw.
Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Got enough space. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Handoff from the gun. Running through contact. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, but they've no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.